Hello, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome into our weekly live stream, as always, at 6 p.m. London. Today, I wanted to, first of all, I'm back in San Francisco, which is great. We just landed yesterday evening, late in the evening, and we're back to work in the area here. So, what I wanted to talk about today is about the incubator that we were in for 6 weeks, what we were doing, what results we got, and what was the experience and the process of being in the incubator, and how it benefits the startup, us in particular, and others as well. So first of all, it was our first experience being in the incubation and seeing it not just from people that were already participating in different other ones, but this specific one in particular. So the incubation process in One Piece Labs, the incubator we were in, was going for 6 weeks straight, one time a week. So every Wednesday from approximately 10 in the morning on average to the evening time, sometimes it would be like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., we would get together with all the startups that were also participating. And we were constantly networking, meeting people from different funds. We were meeting lawyers. We were meeting advisors, and they were kind of like teaching us about the processes of fundraising, processes of growing the business, strategics of doing that, and much more stuff. So the first week or two, on the first week or two, we had a couple of guests from smaller venture funds that were giving speeches and telling about their fundraising processes, and answering questions of the startups, which was pretty interesting. So we had I forgot the name of the funds. They were not very famous, but we got a lot of insights from talking to them, because now we understand how the investors are working in the fundraising process itself. So we had smaller investors telling us that they are usually waiting for lead investors to get in the round in order for them to join, because the smaller the fund is, the harder it is for them to do the due diligence process and understand the business model of the project. And at the same time, it means that there is more risk for them to get in rounds without doing a thorough due diligence. So what they're doing is they're waiting for the bigger fund to do I would say, the hard work for them, and commit on a certain amount in the certain round. And then once the smaller funds realize that and see that, that's when they want to actually get in the round as well and invest smaller checks, or maybe not necessarily smaller, sometimes bigger ones as well. The lead investor does not mean that they're covering the majority of the round. They might invest less than less than others, but they're saying they're leads, which means that they will be also participating in rounds after that. So let's say, as an example, if you're on a pre-seed stage, which means you don't have revenue yet. So that means that, let's say, if you have a platform and you're selling services, nobody buys these services yet. This is considered a pre-seed stage, even if you have the community, even if you have the platform, but you don't have companies that are buying anything from you yet. You're a pre-seed. So if, let's say, on a pre-seed stage, if you are, let's say, if the startup is raising $500,000, and there's a lead investor that says, hey, I will invest in you $50,000, but I will become your lead and I will follow the investments in the next round, on the seed round, Series A, Series B, and so far, so on. So like I said, that's the meaning of the lead investor. They're going to be backing you up throughout the rounds of the investment processes of the company in future, and not just one round that you're raising right now. So after that, after the first 1 or 2 weeks, we had pretty big funds that came to us and spoke to us as well. We had, I'm not going to say names of the ventures, but we had pretty well-known um, venture capitals that were coming into our batch and talking to startups, and not only talking to us as a crowd, we also had one-on-ones where we were able to talk to each partner separately, present our project individually, answer questions, get their contacts, be in contact after the meeting, and there's a lot of good results that we got from the incubator itself. And I know that they're going to be starting their next incubation process in February, and we're already invited. And we will be participating there as well in case we don't raise the round by that time. But overall experience, it was my first time. It was very interesting. I've made very good friends over there. Not only that, we were able to talk to investors, not only that we were traveling in San Francisco and visiting different offices of different venture capitals, and they were coming to us. We also made really good friends with the startups that were in the incubator, because it kind of feels like school. It kind of feels like a small family that we got within these 6 weeks of being there. Because like I said, every Wednesday, or sometimes even a couple of times a week, we would meet with different startups that were in the incubation process, and they're all in Web3. Every single week, and spending whole day together. So that was amazing. Even though the batch is already over, we still communicate with our batch. We still talk to each other. We still invite each other to our live streams. Saying that, I will probably invite 1 or 2 startups from our batch to the live streams in Grand Time, and I already spoke to them, and a lot of people want to do it. So that's that. I was gonna say something else. I forgot what I wanted to say after the incubation. What I was talking about the incubation, but that's okay. If I remember, I will repeat it after we're gonna answer questions. So I'm looking at the questions right now that we have in our chat. So the first one is Rafael. Good evening. This is from Tatiana. Are you planning to launch a new version of the platform in the near future? Yes. So the new version of the platform will be launched this month. Actually, our plan is to launch it this month. We're just fixing our last, bugs. We are doing some final touch-ups with the designs, and the platform should be ready to use for the community and for the community this month, most likely, and for the clients, the paid pages for the clients should be ready by the beginning of December. Already saw all the designs, already went through the website. It looks beautiful. It works really good. It's a lot easier to use than our stealth or alpha version of the website that we currently have. So there will be a big difference, and everybody will definitely like it. And then after we release it, and we're going to be able to use it, obviously after that, we're going to be looking what the community says in regards to the user friendliness of the website, and do some small corrections if we will need to. Thank you for your question. Will there be any new feature added to the platform? The question here. So yes, there will be a new features added to the platform. One of the features that we're adding on the platform is the client pages, and that is the page where the feature where the client will be able to request the service of the microtask directly through the platform without necessity of being of talking to anybody and explaining the task to somebody from the project or me, or it doesn't matter who it is. They will be able to go directly to the website, put in their information, do the request for the task, and actually publish the task to our community to get it done. So we try to automate this process, and this will be this is one of the features that we're adding to the new platform on the website. On the user side, you guys will see how it works and what's new once it is released. Thank you for your question. And we got one more question here from Larissa. Raphael, hello. How will we celebrate 5 years of the Grant Time project? This is a great question. We're working so much, and we're doing, we're in the project morning to the evening, day after day, and this is all we do, and it's so. Cool to see that, to realize that it's already been 5 years that we're working on this. And I also want to say that 5 years of the total years of the project, and not just not just when we created the website and we started growing very, very fast. I want to remind everyone that for the first almost 2 years, we only had an Instagram page where Arthur was doing live streams, and we're first users of the Grant Time project were getting together, talking to the live streams, inviting new people, and getting grants that did not even exist yet. We were telling our community that we're going to create a token. We're going to it's going to be used for the tasks and many, many other things, and people would just follow the idea and invite more and more people. So overall, we've been doing this for 5 years now, and very soon it's going to be 5 years since we started working on Grant Time, and look at us now. So on the question of how we're going to celebrate it, I personally did not think of the way of how the celebration will go, but we will definitely create something. Maybe, I don't even know. We have to think about that. We'll have to maybe do the questionnaire inside of the community. I will also talk to Arthur, and we're going to decide whether how exactly we are going to celebrate this pretty big number with the community of over 35,000 people that we have now, which is absolutely amazing. But thank you for the question. I will definitely let everyone know on what we decide on celebration very, very soon. But I'll try to do it closer to the next live. Thank you for your question. I think that this will be it for today, guys. We will be, unless we have any more questions. If we have more questions, I'm happy to answer them. I have a little more time today, but I don't see more. And since I do not see more, I think we're going to be wrapping up our live stream. Last week, I was I couldn't do the admin meeting on Thursday because I was in the process of the flight. So this week, tomorrow on Thursday, as always at 6 p.m. London, we are having our admin meeting, and I will be there. So please join my admins, and I will also be attending Russian-speaking live stream on Friday. So whoever wants to join that live stream, you guys are more than welcome to join it in Russian-speaking chat. In case somebody understands the language, I wouldn't be surprised. And that being said, the next live that we are going to have is going to be on Wednesday next week at 6 p.m. London. Today, unfortunately, we were not able to accommodate time for our guest. Hopefully, it's not going to happen next time. It's a learning process that we're going through with the schedule of the time and schedule of the stream and letting the guests know and everything. So it happens, but next week I'm sure that we're going to invite one of the guests and have the stream together with another startup or the person from the industry, most likely from the Bay Area. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Lena, for making the live stream possible. And I will see you guys next week on Wednesday at 6 p.m. London, and my admins tomorrow at 6 p.m. London as well. Thank you all, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.